to stop in a CQC game. It's hard to find time in between games to set up the stream, but I wanted to show people that during peak hours, CQC is pretty fun. It's pretty good. We might even do some Doom and stuff later, but for now, since I was able to easily and quickly get into a game, I wanted to show people what combat would potentially be like with the smaller combat ships that'll be launchable fighters. Oh, I probably got timed out. Oh no, I'm somebody won. Yeah, I was basically sitting AFK. Apparently I got an assist and then nothing. Which is fine. But yeah, I wanted to show CQC real quick before I did anything else today. And have my little introduction for that. Ship selection here has been pretty interesting since they added the Imperial Fighter, as far as I'm concerned. The top speed in these ships seems to be normalized just a bit. As you can see, the top speed and the boost speed is relatively similar now. I don't remember it being so close together. I remember the Condor being significantly faster than the other ships, and the Eagle being the heavy hitter, the Sidewinder being the tanky one. But I've been pretty happy overall with the maneuverability of the Imperial Fighter. As you can see, it's really high in the maneuverability, especially versus the other ships. Again, the Condor being a bit of an exception there, although the Condor is the middle one when it comes to the fighters in the future for tankability. Clearly you've got a bit more shields in the Imperial Fighter than you do armor, which is fine by me. A lot of these guys are hitting with lasers and they're not really breaking through my shields right away. And then the shield recharge seems pretty good. Obviously nothing close to the Sidewinder or the Eagle, but slightly better than the Condor, and I'm pretty happy with that loadout availability. In terms of... I see some people left. Connection error! Of course, I actually get into a game and start the stream up. What's going on, James? And I end up with a problem like a connection error because either that or people left. One or the other. It was good though. I got one good game in and I was like, alright, I got in quickly. We got into second game quickly. Let me start the stream up, and then just my luck. Alright, we'll go ahead and try it again real quick. And if it doesn't pass through, we'll go ahead and do some ranking. Which should be unfortunate because I really wanted to show I had a couple really good games. I just get bad luck. Which happens. I was just doing an intro, James. I literally just started the stream up, and I had a lot of curiosities about CQC, and I went to start some CQC matches last night, and they didn't go through. It was middle of the night, like 3 in the morning, and nobody was playing CQC. You gotta hit it during peak hours. I think if there's one thing that I would appreciate if they would put into the game, which this isn't quite their focus at the moment, and I appreciate that they're working on the main game, is instead of searching for one game mode, I would like the ability to search for all the game modes. That way you could try to get into deathmatch or CQ or capture the flag or team deathmatch. That way, if there's somebody who's queuing for just one or the other, you'd be available to join them, and because you don't care which one you get into, just as long as you get into a game. But it seems like a few people have stepped off. Obviously, the rankings aren't that high. Oh, you're so lonely. James. But obviously, the rankings aren't that high. So I don't think it's necessarily people that are higher ranked that are doing CQC right now. This guy seems to be my main contender, though. Could not connect to matchmaking. Yeah, they're just not finding the number of people they want. I think somebody left. Which is unfortunate. Come on, get us in the game. Let's do this. What is that, a rainbow cloud, James? I don't know what that is. Is it noodles? I don't know. What is this? Why is everyone turning red and I'm blue? Am I on a team by myself? That'd be hilarious, even though it's a deathmatch, not team deathmatch. That'd be hilarious. What do we got? We got a buff right over here. I think it's a damage buff. Oh yeah. I'm gonna make you pay for that. Aw, I got two people hitting me. Damn. Yeah, wasn't even the guy who was after that killed me. Imperial Fighter seems pretty popular. There we go. There's the target. Oh, he's going for the weapons again. Yes, but he's got no armor this time. This guy's shooting at me too? Yeah, I got two people shooting at me again. Oh, come on. Each time, two people shooting at me. I mean, let them shoot at each other. That's fine. Don't shoot at me. Pasta emoji. Okay, it is noodles. I was wondering about that. Where's Broken? I don't know where Broken's at yet. I just started the stream up literally like a minute after before you got here. So it beats me. Did I wreck him? Oh, I busted his shields up. We got two people on us again. It's like they're working together or something, and it's really annoying. Because that one dude's getting high numbers again. He was getting it before when we were against a lot of people. And I'm starting to believe that they're working together to rank this guy up. Somebody blew up. Wasn't this dude. Where is the other guy? Where is the other guy? I want to shoot at the guy who's getting all this ranking shit. It's not him. It's gotta be this guy. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yup. I'm gonna focus my efforts on fucking this guy up. Ah, I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, see, the other two don't seem to be killing each other. See, this dude doesn't seem to be killing. Yeah. See? Like, they're clearly working together. That's kind of lame. Although it makes sense. They're just trying to level this guy up. So there's two people working together to kill other people in a team deathmatch and letting this guy get the kill. That's just annoying. It's fun though. Let me see if I can screw with my loadout. I like the rapid cannon layout. What's going on, Taken? How's the man? How you doing? How is it? How is everything? Ooh, overcharge shields. What do we got here? Higher capacity, the expensive, longer recharge time, and increased heat levels. Let's do it. Let's slap those on there. That sounds like fun. I don't know if I got the bonus or not, but we'll see. I can get away with it because I'm not using energy for my weapons, so I don't have to put any energy to my weapon systems. I don't know if you were here last night, Taken, when we were trying to get into the CQC match, but I wanted to show off a couple of CQC matches for everybody. We've got kind of a messed up layout for CQC at the moment. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty confident we got a couple of players that are kind of boosting one guy. Ooh, perfect timing to get those shields up. Where's this guy? He's shooting at me. I can't see him. There he is. You want to play like that? We'll play like that. I'm gonna win. I got a shield boost, dude. And I just went and got overcharged shields. Wasn't gonna happen. But he had to use lasers, you saw that? So he's put power to weapons. I could just focus all power to shields, just tank it. He wasn't expecting that out of an Imperial fighter. Exactly, pew pew all day. We're gonna go for the speed surge. Take advantage of this ship's agility. Boom, baby. She's fast as shit now. Come on, let's just go straight for the shield. Screw it. He zipped past me. Nah, this guy's got shields too. I think it's him coming in to set up for this guy. Because that would make sense. Yeah, it's two ships shooting me, and they could be shooting each other. I'm pretty sure it's two guys working together. Yeah, it's too convenient that two guys will line up on a target and take them out. These two are clearly working together. I'm gonna focus this fucking asshole though. Oh, that's not a porthole. I was strongly under the impression that would be, because the other ones are blue, I guess. Okay, stop spinning, stop spinning! Screw it. Screw up the shields and then go get him. It's probably gonna be these two together. Oh. Well, he got messed up. He lost more shields than I did crashing into me. Oh, he's getting hit. His shield just went down. Yeah, this is the guy that I didn't think was working together with him. Come on, reload, reload. Looks like the reload's quick. Reload, reload, reload! I like his tactic, but we're just not doing any damage to each other. Oh, now I got two ships hitting me. Yeah, that's these friggin' guys. Alright, let's go for that stealth, that speed. I don't know which one's closer. I'm probably screwed anyway. I don't remember what my other loadouts are. Pulse, chaff, tracking pulse, beam, rapid fire. I didn't click to switch it, I don't know what happened. Yeah, they're feeding this guy kills, it's the only thing that makes sense. But there's no way one guy gets 8 kills and nobody else can get any kills. This guy here, Space Penguin, he's the one that's feeding the kills, I'm pretty sure of it. See how he got 3 assists? I would have said it was this guy with the 5 assists, but I think that's just coincidental. I'm pretty sure it's him with the 0. With the 0 right here. because I've seen them like not shoot at each other a couple of times when I saw them engage each other and then just ignore each other. And he can also kill his teammate who's helping him, because why not? It's a kill. All he's gonna do is stay on top of the charts, and it doesn't matter. We could try a. Did I not hit it? Didn't I back out in time? I guess I didn't back out in time. I could try once more. Ah, goddamn rock. Alright, let's go. Oh, hello. We've got excitement. Let's head into the rocks here. Where's the guy that was shooting at me? That would be nice to know. Oh, we got somebody just passed over me. I think I got that one. Yes. Yep, I'm aware. We're gonna try to go ahead and dodge this situation. Too many players. Nah, I still got shot. Damn. I don't remember what my old loadout was, but let's go ahead and try it. Feels about the same in terms of speed. Let's see if it handles as well. Whoa. Does not handle the same. Yes, 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 yes. I'm spinning. I'm aware. Seems to accelerate and decelerate quickly, but doesn't seem to have the vertical thrust that the other one does. I'm really smashing that button to get that vertical thrust out there. It's quick! I got two ships on me now, because that's not the ship that I was shooting at that's hitting me. See? Different ship. Ooh, his shields went down. Oh, he's spinning around too. Damn it. Oh, come on, let's go. Yeah, see, it's different with the lasers. At least I'm less focused on my shields than I was. don't want you, asshole. Gotcha. Yes. Yes. Oh, now it's time to go. Oh boy, 1% hull. Oh yeah, I'm down. One shot, I was just dead. Yeah, so I probably killed the guy that has been just dominating the matches because he's got help. He did not expect to get focused on. His buddy probably was the one that took me out. Saw a bunch of icons over here. Oh, I popped that accidentally. If he's there, his buddy must be nearby. Let's find him. There's Space Penguin again. I don't see his buddy. Let's see if we can ambush him. Ooh, what do we got here? Let's go get him. Oh, you're not living through this one, man. Yes. Got him. Bam! Fucking ambushed him. Yes. Put me on par with this other guy. I think the other teammates to figure it out because he's that guy VK Ron. He's starting to get the hang of it now too. So either those two are working together, or he's gotten the idea that yeah, there's some foul play missed, and he's taking advantage of it. Oh, that's not good. That might actually lose him though. If I'm stuck here, he might actually swing right past me. Yep, there it is. There it is. Go 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 go. Let's get him. Ah! It worked though. He flew right past me. He was like, "Where'd this guy go?" I lost the target. Where did he go? That is pretty cool though. These are the really tanky ships, and I don't know. I guess we could. Oh, I'll just say we try. I have to click quick. Ooh, we got someone going for the DPS buff there. Ah, damn it. Yeah, it's this dude again. Oh, you're mine. No! Ah. Yeah, his score just shot up out of nowhere. He was losing and then it just shot up out of nowhere. This guy again, who was all over the place, probably just gave up a bunch of deaths. Is the one I got one of his kills, but I don't know. I don't know if I can make it where I could talk. I'm not sure how to do that. But that was pretty satisfying. That was pretty good. Oh, I hit the wrong button. There, it's okay. Mission board. While this is loading. Stubby Giant! Hello, Commander. Good day to you. I think I have... What is this? Salvage 1 structural regulator. Huh? To prize the use of an SRV, you'll need a vehicle bay to carry the SRV. Ah, see a small influence increase though. I'm looking for medium or high if that even exists. See how these are medium increase? Even though they want me to bring materials, which I'm not going to do. Technically, I guess I could. What do they need? Aluminum? See, if I knew that aluminum was in the other station, I'd be like, alright, I'll bring the aluminum. 300,000 for a medium increase. Instantly done. Oh, I don't think I can drop any of these missions without it being bad. Yeah, it's alright. I got full missions in anyway. Wow, that's another location I've not been to yet. We're given different missions today. This is a first. These are some of the new guys too. I don't recognize this one at all. What have you planned to do in the galaxy today? Well, I was literally just doing some CQC and it felt really one-sided. One guy kept getting all of the kills and nobody else, and one of the people would literally confront him and then not shoot at him and then fly towards somebody else, and then the two of them would shoot somebody. So I'm pretty sure somebody was getting fed kills to rank up in CQC. So it was good for a few games. It was definitely fun. I kept getting, you know, mid-ranking 3 to 5 or whatnot, which is still pretty good. So I had fun with it. But I'm going to just doing some missions and ranking up to get my cutter. I finally made it to Viscount, so I've got only like 3 ranks to go, and then I can start getting my cutter. I've got the money for it aplenty, and I'm probably going to end up selling my Anaconda in the process to afford any extras that I'd like to put together on the cutter. I don't think I need to sell the Anaconda, but I'm going to do it regardless to have, you know, a lot of extra money and a lot of extras to put together on it. And that's the ship I'm going to be focusing on. And then from there, I'm going to start working on engineers. I'm behind on the game by quite a bit because I only started picking the game back up a couple of weeks ago, and I haven't touched it since before engineers was announced. Not announced, but released, I should say. Actually, I'm not sure when it was announced, and I don't think I was involved in it, so right now I'm just doing my rep grind, but I'm doing it, you know, so I can make a little bit of money, because I'm doing some of the donations when they come up, but they're expensive, so I'm evening out, really, is what I'm doing. I have to go to the galaxy map. I'm at the location I had my Anaconda at. I had people asking me to show some stuff, so, because the game's on sale, so some people were asking and saying, hey, Bravo, you know, what do you get when you buy the game? It's on sale, what's it worth? Show me some stuff, so that's what I've been doing today. And I guess one of the things we didn't get to show last night was CQC, which is why I showed some film for it today. It was interesting to see some, well, thank you. It was interesting to see some missions there for SRVs. That's kind of neat. People were asking about them, and I haven't done any yet. I didn't even have the chance to pick it up because my missions are all full, but that's okay. The game's no longer on sale, Fine Vision says. Oh, that really sucks, because I know somebody who wanted it, but they didn't have the money at the time. I guess I didn't check the date on it. I already have the game, so yeah, it's no longer on sale. That does suck. I don't know what the package would be for the combination, but Seasons Pass is 30, and then the main game is 30, so I guess it was on sale for 40 for the combo, which would have been great for anybody jumping into it. Oh well. I mean, I have the full game, fully paid for, so. Not as occupied on Xbox as it is on PC. Oh, you're an Xbox player. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, Xbox does get some nice peer-to-peer functions, which they'll have to fix in the up-and-coming patch for 2.3, because 2.3 we're going to have wings that are going to be multi-crew ship wings. I'm explaining it weird, but that's how it's going to be. So you'll have multi-crew, and it'll be set up like wings. So people will be able to get in your ship, and it'll be like you have a wing. So they'll come up in the top of your screen, and they'll be able to hopefully fly your combat ships and control functions of your current ship. We'll see how they lay it all out, but it'll be interesting. It does suck that's not on sale for people that wanted it though. Oh well. Can't win them all. Plus, I mean, the holidays are coming up, and Season 3 won't be out for Christmas. I don't know what Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas is going to bring, but the sales are always there, and there's always an opportunity to buy it then if people want, and still have it before Season 3 comes out, and they'll need the Season 3 pass. Plus, once Season 3 comes out, there'll be content, but people might not want that content to play right away, and, give them time to think about buying it. My objective right now in the game, Fine Vision, is to work on a cutter. I am doing some ranking up. I was just doing CQC a moment ago, and right now I'm trying to rank up with the Empire to get my cutter, and I'm going to sell my Anaconda and a few other things to make up for some money, because I got 300 million here and probably at least 350 million invested in the cutter, or the Anaconda rather, if not more, and deck it out and then start working on engineers. But I'm basically trying to get my ranking up because I really want the cutter. I think the cutter is the ship to have. I know a lot of people boast about the combat capabilities of the Corvette, and don't get me wrong, I don't feel like there's anything particularly wrong with the Anaconda. I just feel like versus the Anaconda, the cutter has a lot more possibilities. And being that that's how I want to fly it and what I want to use it for in the future, whether it's trade or pirating or even combat, I think it has potential to beat the Anaconda across the board. I think the only field that it fails in, because that's not jump range either, so it's a really decent, respectable jump range. And with modifications and engineers, I don't see this being a problem. I think the only thing it fails in, and it doesn't fail by a far margin, is combat against the Corvette. Honestly, I think it wins in a lot of other fields that I think it's very respectable, and I think it's the ship to have. It wins in enough categories. Oh, we got a pilot out here. It's a Python. We got a couple of ships. Galactic Cheese. Oh, he likes fighting. No faction. He's set for PvE fighting. Although he does have, yeah, he's got a wake scanner. Ooh. Docking computer, lame. Yeah, he might be set to fight players. In a lot of ways, Stubby, I do. And that's why I'm flying the Courier right now instead of a Python like this guy is. I do like the smaller ships. They're just so much fun, and they're excellent looking, and they feel great when you fly them. With the engineer bonuses, I'd imagine the Python and stuff really stand a good chance to be fun in speed and agility as well, with, of course, like I said, the modifications to match it. Got Type 6 in here, Commander Yada. He's doing some transport. He's running shieldless. That's either really ballsy or really stupid, or both. I could try to hail him. Let's see what he says. Might be fun. I was chatting somebody up yesterday. They were like nervous I was gonna kill them. They were in like a Type 6 without any combat capabilities. And they saw my Courier and they're like, oh, come on.
Docking procedure complete. You may alight when ready. We trust this facility will serve you.
I don't think they want to chat. Oh yeah, I did some kills. Got some bounties. I mean, ignore my messages. They're all the same. Bring in this stuff sooner and get a bonus. Nah, it's alright. See, it's all garbage here. I can't use any of this. This guy's not answering. Look at the Cobra here now. Oh, it's not letting me scan him. And that dude, it looks like he left. Yeah, he left. Let's see if he wants to say hi and talk. Sorry, no mic. Oh, no one's talkative today. Six units of consumer technology. You know what's funny about that? I don't know what they do it these days, but they used to be you could buy stuff right from the station if they had it. They do not, but yeah, it used to be. Rarely would happen, but sometimes you'd get, like, they'd want something, you just buy it right from the store and sell it to them. Because somebody would sell it to them and they would have it available, and then you could, yeah, it was great. He's working for the feds, kill him. I don't think I could kill a python in this ship. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I'm pretty sure that's not happening. Oh, we got a couple more people in here. An Imperial Eagle and a Fer-de-Lance. I can't scan them, though. See? Nobody's feeling chatty. Ask for PvP? I don't need to ask for PvP. I can go to CQC and do PvP just fine. I'm not going to be fighting these guys in a courier. A Python especially. Maybe the Imperial Eagle, because I'd have better shields. But I don't have it outfitted for combat. I'm not saying I'd get my ass completely handed to me, but I don't have it outfitted for combat. To prevent a medical emergency? That is weird. See, I have to change up my weapons. It's a bit of a power hog, this ship. You go with 1 burst and 2 multis. That might be nice. I don't know if they'll have burst here. Missiles would be even fucking better. If it was big ship, plasma accelerator all the way, but to get smaller ships, nah. Too much of a hassle. And I got the 1Gs anyway, so that's a no. Not using cannons. Oh, they got the missile racks though. Pulse is better for taking the shields down, which is a huge concern. No argument there. If they had burst, I'd happily get 2 sets of missiles and just use burst. Actually, do they have beam? No, there's no beams here. There's plasma accelerators. Oh, as much as I love plasma accelerators, it's so hard to land the shots with them against small ships. Yeah, if there was a even fixed, I would even take fixed. If there was a class 2 burst, I would take it. See? All I got's this. I might switch that minigun. Railguns are nice too. I've actually done that on a courier. I've flown with railguns. Really enjoy the way that works out. But I might throw missiles on there instead of that multi-cannon. I think Seeker missiles are a better option, just overall. Yeah, baby! Missile battery. I like it. Let's see. I think these are good. Shield booster's nice. I don't think I need a point defense on this ship. I think double chaff is better. No one's got bulkheads around here. That'd be so helpful. I've been looking for that. No one has them. Not in this area anyway. Not that I've seen. I had sold my shield cell banks earlier for cargo space to do a couple of different missions, and I was disappointed with how the missions turned out. I'm actually going to buy back some shield cell banks if I can. Oh, they got the bees. Really don't want bees. Really don't want to be fucking around with B-class shield cell banks. If I get these bees, then I'm gonna have to get those bees. I don't need that many charges. I may have to just grab it for now as it is. That's really less than ideal. Can I get away with 8, 9, 10? Yeah, I can probably get away with 10. Equipped cargo rack is in use. What the hell did I hit? I don't know what to do with any of these items. I'm just going to sell them on the marketplace. No! Damn it! There we go. This is probably stuff for engineers, but I can't carry it right now, so it doesn't even matter. When I get my cutter, I'll have tons of cargo space, and I'll just carry all this kind of crap around. Now I'm a bit more combat capable. Now I can survive a bit more. Was it 4 and then 3 ammo? Yeah. The 3 A's would be better. I don't want an interdict or anything. That's not what I'm here for. Some well under power usage, so should be good. Why does it say I have a mission to turn in here? I'm confused. What the hell is it talking about? I don't have any missions here. I'm in Cam Enterprises. What the fuck? Hold on, let me relog. I don't understand what's going on here. Or I was in Cam Enterprises. That's my target location. Oh, I'm in Zykel Dock. It's alright though. I can flip flop right now. Doesn't matter.
Incoming mission critical message.
There's always a mission critical message. This guy always gives me the best missions. That's why I'm ally with him so fast. He really does give me the best missions. hell was that? Should have read it. Somehow mission display is no longer a valid request. I don't know. Yeah, the economy's so good, but you're paying me shit, lady. 31,000. It's shit. It'd be nice if the delivery for this information was like an actual item, so that when you delivered it, like someone could steal the technology or the information. That'd be interesting, I think. It would certainly make it worth the price tag. 31,000. It's actually decent if you think about it, just transporting something from point A to point B. That's close by.
Ship released. Please exit the station safely and promptly.
Incoming mission critical message. Landing gear retracted.
You are now leaving the control zone. Safe travel, Commander.
Guess not.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Incoming mission critical message. Incoming mission critical message.
I like how the optional time left is 16 minutes. 15 minutes. Zero minutes. Like, the money bonus is nice, but how the hell do you expect me to get there so fast? The rep game is the same. The rep gain appears to be the same either way, so it really doesn't matter if I get any monetary bonus for it. Come on, let's go. There we go.
Engine disengaged.
I think gear in the ship takes a second. I wonder why my deliveries are late. It freaking takes forever to go to the menu. There we go. That was quicker. Nice. And they give you 4 materials for it. Kind of neat. Lords of the Dark Star. So what's holding me back? Why can't I do this mission? I don't understand. I have the bag, I have the cargo space for it. It's 8 slaves. Obviously I don't want to go that far out, but I'm curious to why, I'm literally just curious to why I can't do it. I have no idea why I can't do it. Maybe because my medium reputation isn't high enough? Cordial. I guess you have to be cordial. I don't know. Yeah. Because that chart's a little misleading, because it looks like I'm good enough, but apparently I'm not. I'm neutral. I need to get 1 bar higher. Whatever. gotta do a good speed landing here and there. Getting the hang of that again. This dude in his funky ass pink and blue jacket. I'm an executive. That's funny. This is nice. I'll take that.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, incoming mission critical message. Orbital flight engaged.
flight level 50.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing complete. Execute system shutdown. Greetings, Commander.
mission critical message. Frameshift drive recharging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Incoming mission critical message. Incoming mission critical message. Incoming mission critical message. Incoming mission critical message. Incoming mission critical message.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up, Gecko?
Nothing much.
Mission critical message.
The music's not too loud in the background, is it?
As long as your microphone's closed, it's not.
I mean when I'm talking.
No, it's alright.
Incoming mission.
Gonna jump on Elite Dangerous and do some courier missions.
Way ahead of you. I was doing some CQC earlier. I actually got into games pretty quick. But I was a little disappointed. It looked like a couple of players were boosting one of the other players. He was getting all the kills and nobody else was. So that was a bit annoying, as you can imagine. Oh, now you want to run, fucker. That's not gonna happen.
So,
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
do you know gym balls, the really big round ones that you sit on and do fucking sit-ups and shit like that?
Yeah, what about him?
Well, we didn't have a pump for ours, and someone said I could blow it up manually.
I don't know how you. Okay.
Alright, it's a two-way valve, so it's not a one-way valve, so air can come back out
Yeah.
really fast. So you gotta seal your mouth over it and you gotta blow it up. I just blew it up. It is the hardest thing to blow up when it gets full.
Because the pressure on the way back out. Yeah, you need a pump to do it properly.
No, I've done it.
Yeah, you do it. I was saying to do it properly. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm saying to do it properly, you should use a pump.
Incoming mission critical message.
Ah, coward little motherfucker.
So I've got about an hour on here before I have to go to the gym. You
Okay.
in... I'm gonna quit.
Incoming mission critical message.
Yeah, I got a PT session and he's gonna kick my ass.
You guys and your personal trainers must be a good gig.
Well, being a personal trainer or having a personal trainer?
No, being one, because a lot of the gyms apparently require you to get some sort of personal trainer with your membership. And they give you a freebie when you go there for the first time. It's pretty good. The gyms basically encourage business for their personal trainers, which is obviously good business for them, good business model.
Well, I don't pay for my personal training sessions.
Well, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah. Do you remember, like, when I had high cholesterol?
I
they
remember
put me
the-
on a-
That's right, yeah.
Well, they still do that. Although my cholesterol's gone down, like to like acceptable range for any individual, they still have me on this, and they'll probably have me on it for the next 2 years. So I do
Preventative
like-
medicine type stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So I utilize it while it's there, and then when I'm not, I just do weights at home.
There you go. That's a pretty good deal too, you know. They obviously know that you're gonna get healthy for doing it and keep your insurance costs down. Yeah, they don't do that here. Like I said, it's a good business model because the PTs are guaranteed money and guaranteed. Like it's good. It's a good business model. Personal trainers are guaranteed work.
Yeah, and you only get 10 a year, right? So 10 personal training sessions a year to help you with your losing weight or cholesterol issue, whatever health issue you have, yeah, I get 10 of them. But most people then get a personal trainer and they keep with that personal trainer and they're paying.
Of course. Sounds like it's good business.
Oh, it's fantastic business.
Well, in just a short time I've been doing it, I'm at 43% through Viscount. So pretty quick, all things
Why don't I
considered.
check my faction reputation, is that right?
Just hit number 4, and it should be the first window. Scroll down a little bit. It'll say Superpowers, Empire, Reputation, and Rank. Rank's what you're worried about. Reputation is how they view you. I don't know how that influences rank, since mine's going up regardless. I assume that it means how much they like you when you go to stations and shit. Which why the Federation absolutely hates me. I've been less than neutral. So it says I'm neutral, but I'm like negative whatever with them. So it's climbing. I'm assuming you get better quality missions for them as you get a higher reputation to go with it, which is
Is it
convenient.
Empire that we're going for?
That's Empire that I'm going for to get the cutter, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm already at nearly what's past friendly.
Right, but the other one, the rank, is what counts for the ships.
Well, it's none. I don't know how to make that go up.
Just doing these missions makes it go up.
Yeah, but there's no bar to show me when it's going to go up.
There's no bar, it's a percentage now. So it'll say Viscount 45%, and then there's a bar next to it once it fills. I don't know what your current rank is, but If you've
Well,
had
it
no
says
rank,
here,
then
Empire reputation friendly 73%, rank none 100%. What's that?
yeah. So you have no rank yet.
Yeah, but it says 100%. Shouldn't it be rank 1 then?
No, that means that you've done a couple of missions. They're going to be giving you an opportunity to level up soon with them in rank. Even if you're doing missions and they didn't give you a rank mission yet, it'll say Imperial Navy on it. Even if they didn't give you a rank mission yet, you can still gain reputation almost an entire level. So when I went from my previous rank to Viscount, I was at 100% for like 20 or so missions. Then when I went into Viscount, I was already like 10% in to the rank.
Ah, okay.
There's approximations as to why they did it, but they wanted to make it seem kind of a fluid thing. Like the Empire will give you a rank up mission when it's available, not when you hit a certain percentage.
Donate to the cause.
Donating to the cause doesn't give you any more rank than any of these courier missions appear to give you. It's just if you want to rank up quicker, which is what I'm trying to do, but if you need money, not something I would suggest you do at all. I have come across a few of the missions that were pretty cheap, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, whatever, for the donations, but most of them seem to be above the $500,000 credit range. Only reason I'm doing it again is because I'm trying to rank fast. I don't necessarily need the money, and I'm breaking even, on the most part, from doing these missions. So, for me, it's kind of, okay, well, I'm trying to rank quickly, I'll pay into it, fine. I'll break even. But if I wanted to take a little bit more time and just collect on the money, I could do that and just avoid the donation missions. So some of them, if they're $1 million credits, I might just skip them. You know what I'm saying? I might just skip it altogether. It's a bit much, and it's only going to give me like 2%. So if I do a dozen of them, it costs me 10 million credits, and it only gives me like 5%, 6%.
I just think it's going to be cool if we both have Imperial cutters with fucking 2 sets of fighters coming at them. So it's 4 fighters and 2 cutters blasting the shit out of you.
Yeah. I mean, the cutter is... There's a reason you're going for the cutter. You don't have to go for the cutter. You can go for the Corvette. But the best way to do is the donation missions for the Corvette. And the donation missions are much cheaper to go for Federation rank. I mean, much cheaper. 5,000, 10,000, whatever. But you'll still accumulate spending 50, 60 million credits to rank up with them if you go for the donation missions. And you get the Corvette. A lot of people... And here's the thing. The Corvette is arguably... and almost guaranteed, but arguably the best combat ship in the game, but not the best overall ship. In my opinion, the best ship in the game for combat is second place the cutter.
Well, put it this way, this is the important. The reason I'm getting the cutter is because it is the most versatile ship in the game.
Precisely why I'm doing it.
When
yeah.
they allow us to store modules in a station, then you can hot swap.
And you'll be able to transport the modules like you will ships. There'll be a transport
that's what I'm
function, so
saying.
you can move it from one station to another as well.
So you only need 1 cutter, and you just have in one of our stations that we go to all the time, enough to just outfit it for hauling. Bam! Now you got a hauling ship. When you're ready to go back to combat, you go back to the station and you refit for PvP or PvE. You
Right.
one ship now. So the fact
Right.
that Doc Vamps has done this 3 Anacondas is ridiculous.
Well, and that's why he went over to the Corvette, because he wanted a combat ship. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to save a loadout, but you'll be able to save the items, which, if you know what you're doing, you can do it quickly enough. That's not even an issue. And what I think is going to be cool about it is you'll also be able to store those modules for other ships. Now, the important thing is with engineers. When you get those modules and you get those upgrades, you're going to put that upgraded module on that ship, and it's going to stay there. But in the future, you'll be able to transport them. So let's say you do end up getting a Corvette rank, and you get a Corvette, and you have this really powerful gun on the cutter that you would make better use of on the Corvette. You'll be able to easily transfer it without that whole nonsense of, selling the module, switching ships, putting the module on, back and forth. You know what I'm saying? You'll have it available there, and you can store them.
You lose money on that, but it's a pain in the ass.
It is a pain in the ass, and it's unnecessary, and it's leading to a point where you'll be able to outfit your ships with pre-built outfits and stuff, and you know, similar to the way that they're doing it in CQC. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. But I think that the most versatile ship in the game is the cutter. I think you lose minimal frame shift jump with the cutter from the Anaconda, because the Anaconda is the best in the game. So to argue, well, the cutter doesn't jump as far, is a mute point. It still jumps further than most of the other ships in the game, and that includes the Python and so on. And it jumps further than the Corvette, and it's a heavier ship. This ship jumps further than those ships. The main downside, and the reason why the cutter can't beat the other two in combat, has little to do with its direct combat capabilities. It is arguably the same type of weapon loadout as the other two ships. The Anaconda technically has a better weapon loadout because you have 8 guns. But pound for pound, the Corvette has better guns because it has the 2 huge hardpoints. But you've also got the cutter, which is 7 hardpoints, same as the Corvette, but it's more larger hardpoints. So it's got large and medium hardpoints, whereas the Corvette rather uses a similar model to the Anaconda, where it has 2 smalls. So what you're doing here is you're trading the size of the weapons and so on as well, and that's important to take note of. The reason that's important to take note of is the way that they were able to kind of nerf somewhat the capabilities of the cutter versus the other 2 ships, and I say somewhat because of the way they've made engineers work. The other 2 ships have a size 8 power distributor, and the cutter is a size 7. That is the only physical downside to the cutter compared to the other 2 ships. Now, if the Corvette has the best combat capabilities in the game, and it's beating other ships, it's because of the 2 huge hardpoints, and of the fact that you're going to have a larger power distributor than the cutter. But the cutter is beating the Anaconda in most cases, and I think it has to do with the mix of tankiness and offensive capabilities. The Anaconda has the best armor of the 3. The Corvette, strangely enough, is the in-between ship, which we would have thought would have been the Anaconda, since the Core Dynamics ships and the Federation ships all are high armor. And the Corvette is not. It's a mix between armor and shielding, which is weird because their shields are usually quite low. So what makes that interesting is the fact that that ship doesn't have the best armor or the best shields. So if you can counter one or the other effectively, you're in pretty good shape. But it has the best gun arrangement. What's cool about the Imperial fighter, the Imperial cutter as a fighter ship, is if you focus on shields, as long as your shields don't go down, you can focus all of your efforts to keeping your shields powerful. And there's only one way to counter that in the game, and it's those advanced torpedoes I'd mentioned, which you have to go to engineers and build into. And I don't personally see a lot of ships using that model. Now, even if that were to be the case, the counter is a point defense. And maybe even only 1 point defense, since torpedoes are so slow. You might not even need 2 point defenses. 1 would probably do the trick. So the idea is, as long as you can keep your shields up and powerful, I don't see that ship going down unless you can actually take down those shields. Now, the reason I think that the power distributor isn't a totally mute point, it is valid, but it's not as important, is because the thing it really affects is the shield's recharge rate. The engines are faster than the Corvette and the Anaconda. So that isn't a case. And the shields have better health. So what you could do is then get modifications from engineers to make them even better again. So the question comes, where's the difference then? Well, the difference is the weapon damage. If you want sustained lasers, sustained beam damage or something, for example, you're not going to get that in the long run out of that ship. So what do you do instead? Well, in my opinion, you go with kinetic and explosive weaponry as a mainstay for most of the guns on that ship. And if you're that concerned about breaking through shields, like you reasonably should because you don't have any beam weapons or enough beam weapons, then you can focus on getting those other weapons with modifications that cause heat damage, which would break through shields effectively. So they have thermal cap minigun ammo that you can get for the miniguns. So the miniguns fire thermally explosive bullets, which do additional damage to shielding. Not an extreme amount like a laser, but additional nonetheless. So you can get those modifications, and they cost nearly no power to run. Now you still have one huge hardpoint, and one thing I haven't seen anybody do, and I'm gonna have to do a comparison when I get the ship, obviously, is I wonder what your laser output capabilities would be on a ship. It doesn't have the smallest power distributor. It's a size 7. It's respectable. It's bigger than almost every power distributor in the game, and I don't think I can come up with another ship that has a size 7. The one below that would be a size 6, and that's the Python. And that can handle 3 large lasers, 1 beam and 2 pulse without a problem. Easily. So I wonder what the size 7 would actually be able to manage. I don't think it'll be that weak. I just think that you'll have to have some kinetic weapons, whereas the other ships can get away with having 8 lasers. You won't have 8 lasers. The Anaconda can get away with having 8 lasers. It can do it. But I like the idea of having 4 pips to shields at a majority of the time, making that arguably, if the shields withstand, the tankiest ship you can have. And I'm very interested in seeing how versatile you can make it. Other players will have to have shield breaking abilities and shield breaking weapons to get through to you. If they mix 50-50, you stand a pretty good chance of beating them. Especially with the fighters on top of that, if you can focus on what the fighters are going to do. So maybe, since you're using a lot of kinetic weapons, your fighters have lasers, because your fighters are going to break through shields. You already giving yourself an advantage with that, in my opinion, because now you've got your fighters are doing damage versus the shields, and you can do minimal damage versus the shields, and have your kinetic weapons available to still do well. Missiles, torpedoes, they cost no energy from your weapons distributor. None. Which is fantastic. And then you've got your kinetic weapons, like if you wanted to go the miniguns or the cannons or anything of those sorts, they cost very minimal energy. I'm really interested to see how you can modify it beyond that with engineers as well.
I would love to actually try out the huge hardpoints.
The huge hardpoints are amazing. The minigun, for example, is slower, but it's like firing a large cannon, just boom, 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 boom. And when it hits, it almost sounds like it's the cannon shots, because the gun itself is so big. The cool thing about the lasers, I saw someone outfit a huge beam laser onto the huge hardpoint, and it was like watching this red, orange, yellow, multicolored laser. And it got so hot that it was a beam laser with the 2 beams side by side, so that one fires, and then as the other one fires, the first one stops. So it's cool. It's like watching these orange, yellow, red kind of cross lasers firing off. It was pretty goddamn amazing. We've already seen the plasma accelerator and the cannon. So it's really just, the lasers and the minigun that we haven't quite seen yet. But I saw them in videos and they looked very impressive. Damage output was phenomenal. And then you can overcharge those weapons to make them do even more damage. You can make them heal. So imagine having a huge hardpoint and it was a healing gun, and you could heal another ship. That's insane. That's pretty crazy. So the variations that they're coming up with and the modifications that they're allowing us to do, it's going to add so much variety that I'm venturing to imagine if you cover the other bases like the Cutter can, you've got a great ship. Now remember, the Cutter's got a better jump range than the Corvette and most other ships in the game. Most other ships in the game, I clarify again. And it has 8 utility points. You can put a wake scanner on there and chase people. It's also one of the fastest ships in the game. So you can literally upgrade the engines and actually chase people. Even if you don't catch them. Even if you can't catch that Cobra. Even if that Cobra, and even the Python, if the Python goes dirty engines, his weapons are weaker. Good! Let him run away. You're still going to be able to come close to catching him, even if you can't catch him, and fire those torpedoes and fire those rockets and finish him off if he wants to get into a confrontation with you. It's one of the few ships that stands a chance to actually chase people with that much firepower, other than the FDL. And what's the big problem with the FDL and the Vulture? No jump range. The biggest issue that we had with any of our combat ships was we couldn't catch anybody or escape. And you've got the Anaconda that can't catch anybody or escape. Great flagship. Fantastic ship for what it is. The Corvette's going to have the same problem. I know it. The Python was the only one that could catch 3/4 of the ships. and it would still
No,
be
but see,
advantageous to have the cutter with, or the clipper with you.
That's why when we did PvP it was 2, because if you could escape or run away, and I'd be blasting into their ass while they're trying to catch you.
Yeah. And again, it was advantageous to have the clipper, so that's why I had the clipper, and I would upgrade the clipper and fly it around in some of the fights. Not with you, because you had the vulture, which was fantastic for everything.
The vulture, except catching people, it wasn't that great at catching people.
No, but it was agile, and it was good for a lot of things. But again, that brings me back to the problem. If we had to catch somebody, you couldn't jump to catch them. Even if I had the wake scanner and I was able to make the jump equal to them, you couldn't do it. You'd have to make 2 jumps to come in.
Yeah.
And then I might lose them, and they're making another 2 jumps further away from you.
That was the issue with the vulture. Fantastic combat shit though.
Oh, absolutely. And here's the other thing. Again, I'm looking at all the advantages. The cutter has the largest mass lock in the game. You can mass lock on Anaconda with that ship. It has the largest mass lock in the game. So if an Anaconda is like, I don't remember what it was back in the day, 27, then the cutter is 30. I'm looking at it for what it is. And what it is it may not have the best weapon loadout, but it has one of the best loadouts in the game. And I want to go for a shield build. I know that shield builds aren't the popular thing right now, but they're not weak. They're not underpowered. It's just
why people aren't using shield builds because you need to use a heatsink with your shield booster.
Correct.
Booster cell bank.
Well, the other big reason that I've seen people not going that route, and they make a good justification for it, but I think it's too powerful. They don't use shield cell banks in tandem. People still aren't doing that. They do not see the point. Now, and here's my argument. If you have a ship that is its heat arranged appropriately, which you can do, you don't need to run a heat sink with your ship. In fact, there's engineering ways that you can get something called a clean engine. And you can get the engines to run clean, or clean thrusters, whatever it's called. They use less heat and produce a slight bit of speed increase. Whereas there's dirty engines which produce a lot of heat and a huge speed increase. So if you ran clean engines with a fast ship, like I potentially might do, I will run less heat. I might be able to run 1 shield cell bank without the use of a heatsink. Yes, I might get close to or just above 100% heat, but it'll quickly drop back down again, causing minimal damage to my modules. So I'm not worried about it. And I did that on a couple of the ships recently, where, including the Anaconda, where I'd let it get hot, I'd pop a shield cell bank, it gets to 110, 120% heat, and immediately drop back down again. I was back in the fight, but now I had shields. The reason I run heat sinks is because I want to run the shield cell banks in tandem. That's why I'm doing it. I think, and I'm not sure, I have to test it, I think I can run a smaller shield cell bank with the clean engines without the use of a heatsink and not overheat. Because of the size of the power plant. The power plant is big enough that it can handle the heat difference on that ship. Should prove to be interesting. Hello Stubby, welcome back. We were just discussing the cutter and its possibilities and what we think it's going to be good for and capable of doing in the future. And I've got high hopes for it.
And hot swapping.
Hot swapping?
Well, yeah, you know how when you build a computer, if you if a component can be hot swapped, let's say the mouse, it means you can unplug one mouse and plug another one in, and it won't have a problem.
Yeah.
Well, in a ship, it'd be the same thing, wouldn't it? You hot swap the modules.
Oh, because you could swap them out. Yeah, I'm wondering if they're
Yeah.
going to have a build that you could do. You hit a button and it saves a build, and then you could just slide all the other modules in. That's
That would
not
be
coming
fantastic.
That's not coming right now, as far as I can tell. But that's where they're heading. They're adding the ability to store modules and stations. It looks like they're going to give you a loadout similar to the loadouts for CQC. They already have the model and the code down to do that because they do it in CQC. If they bring it into the main game, I think that would be advantageous. Not now, but for the future. I could see why they just don't have the time to code those things into the game yet. So, but definitely for the future, I think it would be nice to see that. Did I outfit it for combat? I gave the Imperial Courier some missiles instead of the minigun, and I added the 2 shield cell banks. I've been thinking about going to a 3rd, but the shield cell bank is going to be the smaller, like size 1. And I don't really need an interdictor for what I'm doing, so I figured I'll just keep on the cargo racks for now. And like, I don't know what else I would put on to make the Civ tankier. As far as I could tell, I can't get the one thing I would use. Where is it here? Which is the bulkheads. No one seems to be selling them. In terms of optional internals, I got the 2 shield cell banks. I couldn't find a 3A, which sucks, but I'll deal with it. And I need at least 8. So I gotta use these 2. And I don't know what to do with this. This is just shit. I don't need this. I don't need an interdictor because I'm not interdicting. I don't need a fuel scoop, a hatch breaker. And another shield cell bank seems like it would just be too small. I don't think it would heal enough to really matter. I'm not doing a whole lot of combat. It's just convenient to have the cargo slots for these missions. If I feel like it, I'll put it on in a little while. Actually, that's right. They really don't give any more than 4, do they? I probably could get away with slapping it on there. I just gotta make sure to sell that shit right away, or dump it. I don't think the size 1 shield cell bank is gonna do very much, but I don't think it'll heat my ship up either, so that's kinda nice. I'm assuming that it'll go down the line, so 1, 2, and then 3. So if I just hit it twice, it won't pop all 3. But with the heatsink, I actually might be able to get away with hitting all 3 shield cell banks and not overheating too much. My output usage will be fine because I'll just turn off the frame shift drive and shit, so I'm not worried about that.
Well, what I was thinking was you have to use a heatsink with a shield cell bank, yeah? Pretty much. You go up to 400%.
If I use them in tandem.
So
No,
why
no,
not
by
just
itself, no.
Why not just bind your heatsink to your tandem? So one button does all 3 at the same time.
No, and there's a reason for that. Because opponents can hit you with abilities that keeps your ship up to you. You might need to use them separately, number 1. Number 2, you want to pop the heat sink before the shield cell bank. The shield cell bank starts to heat your ship up immediately. The heat sink doesn't start working right away. We get a couple of players out here. We got a Python, Commander McGeever. Novice combat rating. I doubt he's here for that. Burst lasers and seeker missiles. Maybe he is out here for that. Shield cell bank, collector limpet nodes. He might be here to rob people. Low combat rank though.
Notice to all vessels. Heavy traffic reported in the area.
Asp Explorer, he's useless.
Friendship charge detected.
I've used them in tandem. I've never used 3 at once. I think with the shields, the heatsink though, you could technically use all 3 at once. Because with the the heatsink, as long as you let the heatsink go for a few seconds, like if you're using it early enough, it gets the ship super cold. I don't see it overheating, and if it overheats, it'll be minor. Because it's a size 1 shield cell bank in the third one. I don't think it'll heat it up much at all. I'm pretty confident you can get away with using a really small shield cell bank and not generating any heat. I'm not worried about it. Well, I used to use them in tandem when I had my Combat Python. I would just shield cell bang, shield cell bang, shield cell bang when they didn't generate heat. So I can pop those things all day. I would sometimes let the ship's shields get low just to pop them late, just to make people switch to 4 pips to weapons and freak them out. And then I would switch to 4 pips to weapons and just nuke the shit out of them. I would make them think that my shields were going down so that I could pop their shields. It was definitely cheeky, but it worked. Can't do that anymore, but that's alright. Well, I don't know if it's an asshole move. I mean, it's a smart move. It's taking advantage of the available systems and power usage of your ship. Most people couldn't afford to run shield cell banks in tandem, and still can't because they don't manage their power appropriately. If you manage the power of your ship, you can do that. It's a little harder, and you have to sacrifice certain things. Like I was mentioning, but I think before you got here about the cutter, how because it has a smaller power distributor than the Anaconda and the Corvette, its cousins, then what I'm looking into is the fact that you're going to have kinetic weapons instead of laser-based, the pulse weapons and stuff. They use more power. But I can put 4 pips to shields all the time on the cutter, which would make it so much tankier. Which I think would be valuable in winning a fight. I think if you can outlast the ship's, its opponent's damage, and you could still deal a moderate amount of damage against theirs, in the long run, you could win a fight. Especially with the launched fighters. I'm thinking about putting a couple of Imperial fighters in there with laser weapons to cut down on the opponent's shield. So, I think you could do it. I think the cutter is the ship to have. Despite what people say, they're missing out on the other features and functions of that ship. The engine speed, the mass lock, the jump range. These are things, and of course the shield size. These are things that I think will allow it to win fights. Not just be a good contender. I think the only one that will give it a hard time in a head-to-head fight would be a Corvette. Which, again, if you can beat 90% of the ships in a game, and you've got one counter to you, I could see that as being very reasonable. That's what we call a hard landing.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Oh, I love doing this the spinning maneuvers when you go for the pigeonhole or whatever you want to call it.
Don't need 1,000,000 credits. Choices. I call it the mailbox, but
Mailbox, same thing, yeah.
'cause it looks like a mail slot. They're actually giving me a lot of missions, so I don't even have to flip-flop that much right now. Oh, no, I don't need that mission. Hold on. I think it was this one. Where the hell's the payout? Oh, there it is on the left side. Yeah, it would be nice if it told you who it was for. Yeah, that's the one. I don't need that one. That's useless. This one is important. Delivery of 6 units of basic medicine pays 500,000 credits, gives me rank. Ah, it's 89 light years away. That's why. Ah. Sneaky fuckers. I tried slipping that one in there. Stubby says, I think I'll get a Viper and stick to not getting better ships until I can get an Anaconda. That's going to take you a long time, even if you're really good at doing bounty hunting. You're better off getting a Vulture to do bounty hunting with, and then moving yourself up into something sustainable, like a Python. If you're having trouble with the Vulture, that is. You're not going to have a very, very easy time getting from a Viper to an Anaconda. That is a huge leap. You won't have the weapon sustainability in a combat zone to get enough money to get an Anaconda in a short period of time. It's not going to happen.
But it is possible in a Vulture, because a Vulture can take out an Anaconda, and the reward for a bounty on an Anaconda is pretty good. Your Vulture, I don't know about that. Even a really good fighter, your weapons just will take so long that if you go into an asteroid field, you're not just going to be fighting an Anaconda. There might be a couple of Cobras there shooting you as well.
Right, which means you want to get a Python, which has the sustainability. The Vulture has the weapons, but not the sustainability.
No, it's doable with the Vulture.
The point is doable. It's easier with a Python. To move up from the Vulture to the Python, if that's what you're doing, is a reasonable jump, because it's like me going from the Python to the Type 9. Instead of saving up the other 40 or 50 million credits to get to the Anaconda, I go to the Type 9 and I save up 70 or 80 million credits so I can afford the rebuy, afford the 10 million credit costs for transporting the items, and afford some minor upgrades like better shields. Do you have to? Could you just continue on the Python until you saved up to 70 or 80 million and go straight to the Anaconda? Sure. But it doesn't make sense. The Type 9 is a good middle ground, and it is a smart move to go from those two ships, even though the in-between time is minimal. It makes sense.
Don't forget, you don't lose a lot of credits.
No, from selling ships for what you get in terms of per hour income, you don't. And it's worth it.
So that's the upside. But yes, you don't lose any money on the components you buy. You do lose money on the ship, though.
Stubby, if you're... Okay, so Stubby made a statement, and I want to be helpful in stating this. Don't take it personal. Stubby's statement was, I keep destroying my ship flying into a station, and I've lost a lot of money. Stubby, first off, the only way you would do that is if you accidentally boosted, so take the boost button, get rid of it, or make it so that you have to press 2 buttons to get to it. Number 1. Or number 2, you don't have any shields. Why don't you have shields if you're a transport? You have to have them these days. Back in the day, if you're a really good pilot and you never made those mistakes, you could technically do the job without the use of shields. But it was hard, and the money you made wasn't that much more. You need shields. Number 3, if you're still blowing up, going in and out of stations, get a docking computer. It takes longer, but you won't blow up. I honestly don't know why you're blowing up and having these issues losing money. There's no reason for it. Shields, no boost, and especially with a docking computer, that should never happen. This guy's got no weapons whatsoever. This guy is in an Asp Explorer, and he's completely defenseless in this Asp. I wonder if I wonder how far away I can get before I'm out of weapons range and I could fire on him. You've only been playing for 3 weeks? Well, I'm just giving you a heads up. I've only ever crashed and blown up my ship once, and it was because I hit boost within a station.
Oh, you've done it 3 times. I remember.
Maybe twice, but again, it was still
when you
boost,
were
I think.
smuggling, remember?
Yeah. I see. I didn't count that because I didn't have a big ship. I'm only saying I blew up a big ship once, and it was because I hit boost by accident.
Yeah, I watched you do it. It was so good.
Yeah, that's the only time that I think I had that problem. Yeah, I can't get out of the fire zone. Also gets AFK or something anyway, or flip-flopping, who knows.
Who's after me?
There's a player here. Yeah, but when we were smuggling, yes, in a Cobra, but again, I mean, you're not losing much in a Cobra. The rebuy is dirt cheap. When you blow up a Type 9 or an Anaconda and that shit's 10, 20 million credits, then you start to cry about it. You don't cry about it when it's like 10,000 credits, 50,000 credits. Nah, you got no reason to cry about it. We got a Python out here. Commander Wolfichu. Expert combat rank, no faction.
And here's the other thing. What was it, Bravo? In a month, we both had Pythons.
Yeah, I
less.
think you went to the FDL for a little bit, but yeah.
No, like, oh, well, okay, I'll rephrase
The equivalent money, yeah.
We were doing mission runs, so we had the Type 9.
Stubby says he's also new to combat and has died to ships who are better than him after getting 500,000 in bounties. If you got 500,000 in bounties, why are you waiting around? Go turn it in. Plus, no one's put a gun to your head and says you have to fight these guys. If you've got chaff and heat sinks and the right abilities to get out, you can escape most fights, especially in a Viper. It's a pretty fast ship. The only ship that's really going to be catching you in a Viper is a Cobra. Yeah, that's it. I mean, a courier and stuff maybe, but
or a Fer-de-Lance.
If you're fighting the ships those big, you should be running anyhow. You should, if it interdicts you, you should submit to the interdiction and already be boosting when you get into the fight. Like, don't fight them. If you've got 500,000 credits in bounties, go turn them in. There's no reason to risk it. Oh, it takes me longer to get the credits if I gotta go back and forth. Yeah, but if you don't collect the credits, you've got nothing to show for it anyway. You might as well waste your time.
Here's the thing, think of the cost of Viper and Alliance and stuff. 500,000 credits is pretty big money for the cost of that ship.
It is. I mean, you can buy and outfit a Cobra at that point with decent stuff.
No, yeah,
Cobra's at 300,000, and another 200,000 credits buys you a shit ton of upgrades. What, are you kidding me?
But
You're not okay.
always
Not
min-max.
military grade hull. Yeah, but not a military grade hull. But you can get everything else. And the Cobra, you can build it for shields. We've done that. Yes, it makes a better silent running ship. No argument there. But you could build it for shields, and you could make it a standardized tank ship. You just no
back
reason.
in the day, we used to have to you used to, if you were smuggling goods and the station scanned you, they fired at you. They didn't just give you a fine. When we first started, they would fire at you and kill you.
Good times.
So we used to silent running and boost through the mailbox.
technically you could still do that. It's just way harder to get away with.
And then you'd have to kind of know the layout of the station so that you could spin your ship and go to land before they finish their scan.
Well, once you're in the station, they most of the time couldn't finish the scan. But nowadays you got to worry about the ships are flying in and out of the mailbox hole a little bit faster, it seems like. So you got to worry about crashing into ships more than that. But yeah, if they scanned you and sometimes they could finish their scan while you were inside the ship, that was a nightmare. Because then they would fine you and stuff, and you'd have to be Archon Delane to avoid those sorts of issues. Not everybody wants to go to Archon Delane.
Archon Delane was good because 10% profit on what were we getting? Like 30 million a run?
It was worth it. It's not worth it as much anymore, but it was worth it back then.
I reckon our run that we used to do would still be quite profitable.
Well, oh, apparently this is not my landing pad. Did I not get a landing pad? Bastards. Docking request denied. But why?
If you're an open
Oh,
player,
there we go.
could be a queue.
Yeah, there was apparently, and I thought it was my landing pad and it was his. So he says, so don't take on ships who have combat rank better than mine, and that I might have. The combat ranks are there to tell you you don't have a chance to beat them. Now, that's not necessarily always the case. If they're a combat rank above you, or even 2, the combat rank doesn't just influence how well they are at piloting the ship, it also influences the type of gear they have on that ship. A weak combat rank means that the pilot of the AI ship has weak gear, no armor, weak shields, not the best weaponry, and probably no defensive countermeasures such as chaff.
And it also means you get less of a bounty.
Well, yes, I mean, but in that aspect, if the guy is a rank or 2 above you, for argument's sake, that might still be doable. Because if you have a better gear and loadout than he is, and you're a good pilot, you will beat him because your loadout is better than his, even if your rank isn't high enough. But if you don't think that you could take those pilots because you're not experienced enough yet, or your ship doesn't have the money put into it to have the better gear, then yes, that tells you don't fight that guy.
Yeah, but we used to go for those guys. Like, it just depends on how confident he is as a fighter. Remember that, we didn't have the best ships in the game when we were taking out the elite ranks.
They made them harder now. The elite guys are that much stronger. The dangerous ones are that much stronger because they've back in the day, everybody had a standardized ship regardless of rank. They would just fly better. Now those ships are actually getting better armaments. Just in general. I mean, you are seeing torpedoes on AI. You are seeing plasma accelerators, and they'll land those shots. And yeah, that does make them more dangerous. You'll occasionally get lucky on that too, though. You'll get like an ASP with an elite rank, and you just blow him out of the sky real quick, and then you get free money. Occasionally you'll get those, and it's kind of a joke when you see that. He says, I'm not confident, and I don't think I have the skills or the knowledge of my ship yet. Well, that's where you get practice. Go into the combat zones that are low intensity, fight ships, get used to it, watch how other people fly. You know, watch how they turn off, flight support. Watch how they turn off their ships. They give you all the hints you need in the game to figure it out. So that blue bar next to your throttle, that tells you that you turn more efficiently while your throttle is set in that blue bar. Use that knowledge. It takes practice to get there. Also,
when you turn flight assist off, be careful, because if you do too sharp of a corn like Gecko likes to, you can black out.
So, I mean, there's things that you gotta learn how to put together for yourself. Plus, Gecko uses his throttle differently than mine. He uses his mouse wheel to adjust his throttle so that he can maintain a certain throttle in his combat vessel. I don't do that. Generally speaking, I fly the bigger, heavier ships, so for me, adjusting my throttle isn't quite as functional. So I could focus on other combat features, like landing direct shots and, switching between weapons and popping shield cell banks, things like that.
So the way I used to kill an anaconda was sit on his belly. And to sit on your belly, if you're, let's say, 100 meters away or something like that, he can shoot at you. But if you're 50 meters from him, he can't. So I mouse scroll up and down, so I go full reverse throttle, full forward throttle, half, quarter, whatever I require, to make sure that I stay at pinpoint distance from him as he banks and turns.
The
I
other thing
find
is,
that the faster, more maneuverable ships fly better that way.
the other thing Gecko taught me was the small hardpoints on the rear of the Anaconda. I turned them into turreted beams because of ships like him. Ships like him are too dangerous because they could sit in the Anaconda's blind spot. I've never seen another player who did that. They're always like, but that's stupid. Those beam lasers are too weak. They're turreted and they're on the rear of the ship. It's just silly. No, it's not silly, because it means if a ship wants to get in your blind spot, they are eating 2 beam lasers. And if they stay in your blind spot, that's exactly what they're going to be hit with. And I gotta tell you, I've destroyed a ton of small ships with those beam lasers. And the cool thing is, when you have a crew and you go to a combat zone, like a high-intense combat zone or a war zone to collect money, and you bring an Anaconda, you put 4 pips to shields, 2 pips to weapons, and have all turreted lasers and set them on fire to will. You will literally aggro every goddamn ship in the instance to you, while your team picks them off and takes them out. And all you have to do is put 4 pips to shields and survive. I put like one of the guns as a railgun or something, so I could still take shots at something and have some fun with it. But, dude, I'm telling you, 8 turreted lasers, you aggro everybody, and it's fucking awesome. By the way, Gecko, they have something called the Slug modification for the railgun now, and instead of using ammo, it uses a small bit of your ship's fuel to actually fuel the railgun. How fucking awesome is that?
That's pretty cool.
Stubby Giant, I don't know if you're looking. I don't have a joystick either. I have a mouse and keyboard, and you can get a mouse and keyboard for Xbox, so they don't recommend it. The controls on the Xbox work just fine. They're fairly accurate too. You do not need a hand on stick and throttle to play in this game. Although if you're good at it, it is actually better, more accurate, and helpful. But you don't need it. I use a mouse and keyboard. Gecko and I both do mouse and keyboard, and him and I have beaten tons of ships before at their own game. You don't need it. It's helpful, but you don't need it. It does make for better flying. Cell is an excellent pilot, but he also has very expensive HOTAS, and it's not worth the price in my opinion. If I had the money just lying around, yeah, I'd have his set up and then some. Fuck yes. It's amazing what he could do. He could fly like within inches of ships and zip around. It's crazy. And the throttle function being there is so much better than a mouse wheel on Geckos. As good as it is, Gecko, an actual throttle is so much better. But the cost of having those objects is like $300-400. There's no way I can't afford that. That costs more than the game. Shit. In fact, the developers of the game might as well make their own hand on stick and throttle at that point. So no, thank you. And there's the cheap ones, the cheap joysticks, but they're not as accurate and they break. Everyone and their mother tells me you have to buy a good one.
I gotta go to the gym.
Take it easy.
I'll be back in, I don't know, an hour or so.
Oh.
User disconnected from your channel.
I don't know if I'm lagging or what. On Xbox, you use the bumpers for throttle, and it locks the throttle Well, there's two ways you can go about this. You can fly without flight assist, which is so hard, but I see a lot of really great pilots, they do it, and they fly really, really well. They fly almost normal. But the bumpers, if I'm not mistaken, don't they have an adjustment so that the further you press it, the you can actually activate it with a sensitivity? I'm pretty sure the bumpers have a sensitivity rating, and you could adjust the throttle, that way. Maybe if you only squeeze it halfway and let go, maybe there's a setting for that. I don't know about Xbox, to be honest. I'm just speculating. I've not heard many people complain about how it works on Xbox. I couldn't tell you. I know that it's great for the community that Xbox players can play. The big problem that I have with Xbox players is that the game doesn't have cross-platform yet. I would love to see cross-platform happen in this game. If that happens in 2.4, I will be giddy. I don't even care if it happens in somewhere in the third expansion. I want to see cross-platform happen. You will greatly enhance and increase the community of this game if cross-platform becomes a thing. And I don't see that happening anytime soon, just because of the way that the servers are set up. They have different servers for Xbox than they do for PC. They use Amazon for Xbox and Microsoft for... No, they use Amazon for PC, sorry, and I believe they use Microsoft servers for Xbox. So there's a clash there, and I really hope that they do fix that clash. I really hope that we have cross-platform, because that would make the game so much more alive. I think they'd make more money that way too. I mean, they did the right thing, and they made it Xbox capable, and that was the right move. It was absolutely the right move, and they were going to have to go with Microsoft servers. Everybody knew that. It was the right move as a company, but they need to be able to, in the future, get cross-platform. That would be awesome. That's with the flight assist off. I can show you videos of people that show they coach other players on how to do it with flight assist off. I can do it, I just don't like it. And the reason I don't like it is because I don't have a joystick. So for me to aim the ship without the joystick, I have to use the mouse, and the flight assist makes the aiming cursor steady, which is so much better for me. So I need to be able to switch between the two without a joystick. With a joystick, I could do flight assist off almost all the time. I'd have no problem with it, actually. I probably might even enjoy it. But keyboard and mouse, nah, you need the flight assist for the most part. I like how the gloves have like, oh, not this shit, come on. What the hell's going on here, man? This is annoying. Background simulator's acting up. But like I said, it'd be nice if you do cross-platform. They already have the background simulator. That's basically cross-platform because you influence it both ways, but again, the Xbox controller, I'm sure there's somebody out there who's made a video on how to do it. But if you can use Xbox controller with flight assist off, there is a series of videos I could try to find them for you, if that's what you're trying to accomplish. I think it's the second video I'm gonna link you, but it might be worth it to watch both. So here's the first one, but this is the series that I'm pretty sure that I've looked through that teaches you how to fly with flight assist off. I'm pretty sure it's the second one. I'm checking right now.
Listening back to it, I expect you might have a little chuckle to you. And Isaac Newtonian physics.
Blah blah blah. Gotta go for the first 10 minutes or so.
I'm simply doing things differently.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a second video. He's got a series, and I think it's like 3 or 5 parts long. And watch through it. It's a bit lengthy, but he literally goes into detail about why you do things and how you do them and exactly how to perform. And he goes to the station, and in the city of the station on the back end, he like zips in between the buildings flawlessly and effortlessly, and shows how speed isn't the most important thing because you could use a line of sight to your advantage, and other ships don't have the control over their small combat vessels that he does, and he beats them because of better piloting, not because of better weaponry. Look over those videos. I think you'll be able to use them. And I think it would be a wise idea to check them out. Because they're very informative, and it helped me to do it a lot. Again, without a joystick, it's harder. But I think with the controllers, because you have the thumb controllers, and you get your bumpers for sensitivity, I think that you could very easily use Flight Assist off with the Xbox controller. Sure, no problem. Here is the first link, which is good tips. And then here's the second link, which is the one that I highly recommend that you check out. This is the guy that has the best information, and it's a 3 or 5 part series, and they're long videos, but they're worth the effort to watch them, because if you follow his instructions, you will be able to fly with Flight Assist off. His videos are really detailed. If you want to become a better pilot, especially with Flight Assist off, you need to review his videos. They're worth it. CQC is helpful too. There might not be the community for CQC, but you could practice it with a couple of friends. Go to an area that's fairly populated with a lot of stuff, and then fly around it, and get used to the vertical thrusters and the horizontal thrusters, and how you can swing around objects, and gain your advantages against other pilots, and watch some of the CQC pilots and the tricks that they use. It's also teamwork too, unless you're by yourself, and that teamwork could be very useful. If you know your buddy's on the other side of a building, and you could zip in and out of the building, and then he can get behind the target that's attacking you. You go 4 pips to shields while he's 4 pips to weapons and shooting them, and all you have to do is avoid getting shot. I mean, you could win fights with good teamwork and decent piloting, even if your weapons aren't better. And we've done that before in a lot of combat scenarios. It's doable. Well, the thing about this game is there is a large community of players out there. I'm fairly confident that if you look around, you would find a community of people willing to take you in and work with you. A lot of these groups, especially because of the minor factions, people are very willing to work together. They need all the support they could get, and there usually isn't a lot of obligatory help that you need to give these factions to join them and do stuff with them. They usually host events, and you just need to show up, which is nice because you get to do a lot of stuff. The flip side of that coin is when occasionally they might ask you, depending upon the group, maybe they don't have any of these sorts of problems, they might ask you, hey, we have a sector here, we need help, could you support our sector by coming in and doing missions for our sector? It would be nice. They have no way to really track that stuff, but I mean, I'm sure that they would appreciate it, some of those groups. But I can point you to a couple of groups if you're in the Imperial sector of space. If you want to pledge allegiance to the Empire, I could suggest a couple. I'm sure I could suggest others as well, but off the top of my head, I know at least one Empire group that's looking to bring in Xbox players. I can ask around for other groups, but I just happen to know one. The Privateers Alliance, an independent group. Well, why don't they help you out? Seems like a no-brainer response. If you got a group, what are they doing? If they're not doing anything, you could find another group. That's all there is to it. Some of these groups will let you work with each other. Like the Empire is huge, and most of the Empire groups, not all, but most of the Empire groups get along, and they're happy to trade assistance between groups. A lot of these community members want to have a community and work together. They're not generally that picky.
Incoming mission critical message. Incoming mission critical message.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, like I said, try Reddit. Reddit's a good resource for a lot of players. Find an Xbox group that'll work with you. I don't know what to tell you. It is a bit difficult to find players to work with on Xbox compared to PC. But there are out there. There's a lot of Elite Dangerous players on Xbox. I'd like to see them allow porting as well from Xbox to the PC if a player wants to bring his character over. I don't know if they do that or not. I don't think they do, but I'd like to see that if it's doable. That way, if a person gets a PC later on and they want to play Elite Dangerous on the PC as well, even if it costs you $1, maybe $2 to, you know, bring your character information over, I think it'd be nice if the developers let people do that. And it'd be a way for them to make a few extra bucks too. Or you could pay a little extra, like $5, and be able to have be play it on both Xbox or PC. That'd be nice. Be another way for them to make a few bucks. I don't know how much work it would cost them though. That's the other thing. They'd have to hire somebody to do that, I guess. Aw, almost.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Here we go. This guy's got all the good missions. I like it when he gives me missions. All the good ones. Freaking 400,000 just for picking up these 4 right here, plus the materials, which aren't worth much, but this guy gives me all the good ones. I would. That's a tough one. But I might not be able to turn in my mother missions if there's... No, I'll skip it. Too much of a pain in the ass. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Worth it. More money, no cargo to worry about. Yeah, they're at war too, huh? Hmm. This guy levels up me so slowly. He always gives me crap missions and wonders why I don't want to grab them. think I've only watched you in combat once. Possibly. I did do the CQC stuff earlier, but you're right, I don't think you were here for that. Fruits and vegetables. These people want garbage! It's garbage, I say. Give me the good missions, you bastards. Did you want to see me do more combat? I mean, I don't have an interdictor. And I haven't been interdicted all that much when it comes to the other ships pulling me over. Maybe it's luck, I don't know. And I fought that Asp earlier, but he took off. I didn't think he was going to get away either, firing missiles and everything at him. I'm surprised he got as far as he did, to be honest. Like the bigger payout. I don't know if I can get the other mission, we'll find out. Stubby, have you seen me play Fractured Space? I do a lot of space combat on that one. That's all that is. It's all space combat there. That's a decent payout. This is a good one. That's an even better one. Look how far away it wants to go, though. Always wanting the fish.
Released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted. Fusion drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. 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 4, 3, 2,
connected.
Orbital flight engaged.
Whoa, I'm coming in hot. Ah! I'm coming in too hot. That's alright, that was super fast. Worth of minor costs and repairs. Oh, I'm a minute away though. That's alright. That's how long it would have taken me anyway. I came in really hot though.
Ruta Maya, Tango Hotel Oscar. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau welcomes you to this port, Commander. It is an honor. Approval granted.
User
Port
joined your
for
channel.
approach to landing
James,
pad
are
04.
There he is. Can you hear me alright?
Yep, perfect.
Good stuff. Yeah, same thing with this group here is this is for like clan members essentially, but I'm friends with the leader and the owner of the server, so I wouldn't come on here unless I'm here, because they will probably ban you. But as long as I'm here and or you tell them, hey, look, I'm with Bravo, it's all good, they'll be like, all right, no problem.
Landing gear not deployed.
Alright, sounds perfect.
Give me just a second to land my ship, and I will switch over to Fracture Space, and we'll get a game in, see how it goes. I'm landing now. As soon as they dock me and I turn everything in,
Execute system shutdown. Thank you for your cooperation, Commander.
$135,000. I will take that. What ship are you playing in Fractured Space anyhow? Just out of curiosity.
Either Pioneer or Venture.
I don't like the Pioneer. Venture is awesome. The Sentinel's also really good too. Everybody I know basically can't stand the Pioneer.
Alright, it's like a sniper.
The Pioneer? No, you gotta get close enough. The Pioneer is just not good. It's just
Oh.
not good. It's pretty much the only ship I have a real complaint about. I can pretty much work with just about every other ship. That one I just can't stand, and most people can't stand it. And the general consensus is it's not good enough.
I'll try the other one to see if I...
The Venture is awesome. I give that one two humongous thumbs up. I love that ship. I think it is fantastic in every way. If you've got a team to fly with, oh man, so good. Such a good ship. I'm on live on the stream too, by the way. And say hi to people watching.
Alright.
That's not hi. That's alrighty. That's totally dismissive of the of the statement. Don't be shy. They don't bite. I'm the one that bites. I'm just switching games right now. So what do you prefer on stream? Rakashi, or what works better for you?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. You got it. Am I pronouncing that right?
Mhm.
Almost sounds like a Japanese name. You a samurai?
I think it is.
You think it is? Alright. Anime?
No. No, that's from another game that I used to play.
Gotcha. Go ahead and send me an invite. I'll let you host.
Send an invite. You know I don't really I'm not used to this game.
What do you mean? I'll do the invites if you prefer.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't know how to
Okay.
do it.
Yeah, I got you. Invites out. So my suggestion is when you do invite somebody, there's a play now button and below it's in gray says server options. I would limit the servers that it connects us to so we get less lag because it has all of them selected, which includes like Europe and Australia, and they can be a bit laggy. So just for future reference, this is against an AI. There's no players here. There's no people. So it's us as people versus the computer. So we'll see how it turns out. I don't know what ship I'm gonna pick. I'll pick something I can stick with you with. I'll pick either a tank or I'll pick a small fighter, and I'll hang out with you. After we get a game or two in, I gotta go get some food. The Raven. So I got access to a few ships because I was able to purchase a couple since the number of games I played. I'm saving up for one of the more expensive ships right now. Because I want a little bit more variety. But I've got the Colossus, which is a tank. I've got the Watchman, which is a sniper. The Enforcer you get automatically. And then I've got, of course, the Sentinel, which I'm not a huge fan of, but, you know, I get why people use it. And the Reaper, which I really, really, really like the Reaper. I'm really good at it. This is Fractured Space. Stubby, it's a really good free-to-play game. No, it is not Eve. Not quite Eve at all.
Isn't Eve play to win? mean, pay to win, yeah.
Kind of. I know people that play Eve, and no, Eve's had its day. Eve's old news now. Eve also had its issues. I know they've updated it, but no. I know a lot of people that are like, don't play Eve. They don't update it enough. And they have no plan on enhancing Eve to it's like games like Elite Dangerous or Star Citizen hopes to be. So I picked the Reaper. The Reaper's a really weird ship. It's like yours, where it's got a lot of like multiple abilities. Like you have the shield that you can throw out. You have a heal that you can give your teammates and yourself, and you can break armor. My ship is similar in the sense that it can break armor too. I can shield myself, not other players, and I'm a bit tankier than you. But the guns and the damage are about the same. So if we stick together, pick the same targets, and focus those targets down, they should die pretty quick. But armor breaking is stacking, so we need to save our armor breaking abilities to use them together. So if we pick a target, you tell me when you can break the guy's armor, we'll both shoot him, break his armor, and then we'll immediately kill him. It's like that. Well, Star Citizen is basically not playable right now, and Elite Dangerous is focused on the ships, and Star Citizen is focused on first-person gameplay and into the ships. So Elite Dangerous is far more playable by a large margin, and accessible. I would say Elite Dangerous is the winner, just across the board. And No Man's Sky obviously failed entirely, so No Man's Sky was such a bullshit lie. Alright, I'm going to the right side, okay? You coming? Right side?
Yes.
Okay.
The jump drive is now. We have completed our jump.
Alright, so we'll grab the middle node. And I have to be level with the other ship. So vertically I have to be level with them, and I have to have my nose facing them to break their armor. So yours is a targeted aim. Alright, we got a prosecutor right ahead. Let's grab him. The guy behind him is a Colossus. It's a tank. If we can take out that prosecutor, we'll be in good shape. I'm going in to focus him. I'll tell you when I can break his armor. If you can break it now. Alright, I'm breaking his armor. If you can break his armor, break it now. He just dropped below half health. Yep. He's getting smashed. Hit him with everything you got. I got my shields up. How low is he? How low is he? Oh, he's right there. He's going down. Oh yeah, he's gonna die. Nice teamwork. Alright, now the Colossus, you want to get on his tail. His engines in the back are his weakest point. Yeah, I'm hitting him too. That's okay. Hit him. I'm just saying, aim for his tail. His tail is his weakest point. He got missiles up. Put your point defense up. If you wreck his tail, he's gonna die. I'm on his tail hardcore. He's going down, dude. He's totally going down. Yep, we got him. Good teamwork. And that was it. That's how you take him out. Alright, we have this node capped. Let's go to the next one. How you feel about that fight? Pretty good?
Yeah, appreciate it.
Alright, you got a ship on you. It's the prosecutor. He's back. Keep heading towards that node. I'm gonna start shooting him while he's heading to you. I'm basically gonna head him off. Alright, he's got 2 more ships coming in. Alright, he switched to me. He's targeting me now. Can you hit him? Nice. Keep the pressure. Did you break his armor? If you didn't break his armor, break the Venturers right now. We need to focus the Venturer down. Let me know when you break his armor so I can use my abilities.
Sound hour, cooldown.
Alright, let me know when you hit him with it. Oh, my shields are low. My hull's going damage. I might die here. Yep, I'm down. We did really well though. We took 2 ships out and then a third and then still held off 2 more ships. That was really good.
No.
Yeah, that turned out really good. How do you feel that went? Pretty good?
I got hard.
Huh?
A little bit hard.
It was hard?
Hard to win.
I don't know, man. I think we did really well. I don't know. I thought that was really good. I don't think that was a bad fight at all. We took 2 guys out and then a 3rd guy. Just call out when you get the armor broken. I'm gonna go to the right side again, okay?
Gotcha.
Destination, pass the drive. Me out. Refit complete.
Alright, we got a ship coming in as a raider. I'm gonna beeline him right now.
Jump settings. Engage target.
The raider's pretty weak while the opponent has armor, so I'm not too worried about him hitting really hard.
Defenses are down. Star is on. Objective.
Got him. Nice job. Alright, I got another ship coming up behind me. It's a hunter. We really got to take the hunter out. He's very dangerous versus ships of our class.
He's
He hits
almost
us. Nice. I'm going to be breaking his side armor in now. His side armor is also broken. Yeah, look how much more damage he's taken. Yep. Good teamwork. Alright, let's go for the Colossus. Remember, get around the rear of the Colossus. Don't stay near his front or his sides if you can avoid it.
I'm sorry.
Nice. Alright, let's move on. Let's get these nodes.
Taking up defensive positions.
We've got 2 minutes to Gamma.
We need that upgrade.
So what we need to do is cap these nodes and then keep our health up. If they come in, let's just run. I'm half health and I got no armor on one side of my ship.
Close on a station.
We got 1 guy in. It's the Colossus.
Copy that.
Listen, once we cap this, let's just get out of here and let's go home and get our shields and armor up, and then we'll come back for another fight because we're gonna need to get Gamma. We have less than a minute to be ready for it. That's fine. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about getting Gamma. Let's go ahead and head home and get shields and everything fixed, and then we're gonna head straight to Gamma. And yes, we want to be there early because we want to cap the nodes so they don't get it.
Targeting lock lost by tactical systems. Sorry. Gamma
online
in 60 seconds.
Also, you could turn your ship. It's based on the direction that you're facing for where you warp, so that you could already be pushing in to get your repairs and stuff. Just a pro tip.
Back at 100%.
I see.
Alright, I am repaired. I am heading back to Gamma, and I'm heading over to Gamma, I should say now. I'm going to go right side, and then I'm going to head into the center of Gamma and stay in one of the lines so that people have to come into the satellite itself to hit me.
Online in 30 seconds.
Speaking of which, I already got 2 people here, so the sooner you can get here, the better.
Advise we RTB for upgrades. We have reports of an allied station capture. Fighters away from the launch base. Sensors out. Contact lost.
Yeah, if there's any chance you can get here, that'd be
I'm on
awesome.
way.
Gamma online in 10 seconds. Confirm RTB.
I almost destroyed 1 guy, made him leave, so we should be able to cap this, no problem.
Gamma 1 online.
After we're done here, we're gonna capture the enemy base. Go right into the enemy base. I'm gonna go right side enemy base and try to break his turrets. All right, let's go. We're done. Go to their base and let's win this.
The target is hurt. Their armor is gone. Tactical report. The enemy are capturing the base. Los Cerdos.
I'm going for the second set of turrets. Feel free to grab whichever one you prefer.
Attempting to reacquire.
I'm gonna swing around the back of the base and try to get the turrets on the side.
Copy that. Ready home. Almost down. Break off the
Alright, their side turrets are down. We can basically just start capping this and win right now.
command confirmed. We're a ship down.
Oh, they got inside the bubble. Yeah, there's too many in the bubble. We're not gonna be able to win it just yet. But it's looking good though.
Relax here. I've spotted an enemy ship.
take out these turrets before I go, but I am gonna go down. I'm not gonna be able to live through this much longer. We got to 82% though. I mean, we are doing surprisingly well. We might actually stand a chance to win this right here. Not there, tuning the bubble again. 87 stopped. Nah, I'm down. Yep. I don't. Yeah, we're gonna have to go one more swing at it though when we win. Yes, W, this game is fantastic and it's 100% free. Absolutely free. There's no pay to play. You can pay to buy all the ships off the bat. I've already bought like 3 ships and I have enough to buy 2 more ships right now. I'm just saving up for some of the more expensive ones. And the game is very balanced. Only one ship feels underpowered. No ship in particular feels overpowered. So the game is really good.
Going left side.
Upgrade complete.
I just got a new ship. I'll be joining you in just a second.
We have orders to return for
Alright, I'm porting it on top of you.
upgrade selected.
Yeah, the game is 100% free. All the ships are balanced. The gameplay is fast. It's very smooth. It feels good. It is MOBA-like, but I mean, for what it is, it doesn't feel like it's League of Legends or anything like that. It's not a whole lot of nonsense. You do feel like your ship is powerful, and you're fighting other powerful ships, so... Plus, the game's graphics are fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I love about it.
Oh, it's so good. It's free to play! It's so stupidly good. The amount of time I put into it, I kind of want to buy something in the game just for the fact that I've had so much fun playing it. Plus, look how further ahead we are. We're level 7 and the enemy's level 5. Every 3 levels you get a bonus that you can get, so 3, 6, and 9. We're doing very well. I mean, this next push should be the win. Plus, on Alpha's side, they're already going to be pushing into the base in a second.
I need to upgrade.
You can do it at these forward bases once we cap them. But we're out of line of sight to jump using Alpha's jump, which we're not going to have now anyway, they just lost. But if we cap Beta, grab your upgrade, and let's go ahead and hit the enemy base and win. Also, this thing is some sort of a sensor. We can break this real quick. It doesn't take much health. I don't know exactly what that sensor does, but it does support them. And alright, so grab your upgrade and let's go. I'm going top left.
Looks like I'm gonna have to win this myself. Alox here. I've spotted an enemy ship.
Alright, I'm going for the last set of turrets. And then I'm just going to go hide to cap this node and we win.
Our fleet are taking the station.
Yeah, that was the last set of turrets. I'm going to basically just try to line of sight this guy. Can you shoot at him while I line of sight him?
Enemy jump routes unlocked.
Yep, they're switching targets now. Alright, I'm turning around and I'm going to hit him from behind. Go for the Raider if you can.
Flight deck launching. Alarma! Alert! Enemy ship in their
I broke his armor. His armor's broken.
The enemy in front.
Nail him for his mistake if you can.
Securing the station. Our ship
Right, I got my shields up. I don't. We're not.
we have
I'm
unlocked
down.
jump packs.
The only reason we haven't won this is because there's too many in the bubble on their team and not enough on our team. Our team didn't show up to help us.
Out of range.
Yeah, the AI didn't get here in time to help us, so they're getting there now, late obviously. They might still win it themselves, but because we did take down 2 ships. It's a 3 versus 3. If they could take down even 1 ship, they can cap the base and win. They're winning. They're capping it. I think it's a win right there. There's only 2 ships in the bubble on the enemy team. There it
Oh,
is.
got it.
We also went in there and made sure there was no turrets. Made sure 2 of them went down before we went down. Like, we really gave our team an advantage. So it's what pushed the AI into winning. Nice job. I'll do one more with you and I want to go make some food.
Alright.
How do you feel about versus the AI? Is it too easy, too hard?
Kind of not that hard. I just gotta get used to the controls. And
Yeah,
the
that takes
skills.
practice. Yeah, that takes practice. So how many points did you get? I should tell you right now.
Let's see. 15,000.
I got 9,000 credits. You got 15,000 credits. There you go. So you got 15,000 credits, right?
Mm.
You were saying you only got 8,000 credits. There you go. You're making credits now.
Yeah, pretty sick. Yeah, it would
You want-
take about maybe 4 or 5 more battles to get the next.
Yeah, that's all it's going to take. Now the credit boosts, I wouldn't use them unless you get a lot of credits. And a lot of credits would be like 20, 25,000 or more. I wouldn't do less than that and use the boost. Because they give you a free boost occasionally. Don't waste it on like low credits. Like 25,000 and up would be where I would start using the boost.
Do they stack?
Well, they sort of stack. So it's bonus credits. So it's based on how much credits you earn. So if you get 25,000 credits, you could get 40,000 credits when you hit the boost. If you get 10,000, you might only get 20,000. Does that make sense?
Right.
So that's as far as I know how that works. So you're going to want to save them up a little bit. I got 250,000 credits. I could buy any of the 110,000 credit ships, but I'm saving up to get like either a 300,000 or a 600,000 credit ship. That's kind of what I've been looking at right now. The Destroyer is like this super tanky tank ship that I've been looking at getting. I've also been looking at maybe the Gladiator, something like that. Like I haven't necessarily picked which one I want to go for yet. So. The Paladin's supposed to be like the ultimate healing ship of this game. If I get a healing ship, I would save up to get that one. Everybody's telling me to get that one.
I'm
The
thinking
Levi-
about getting the Reaper.
Reaper's good. That's the one I have. I love that ship, but that ship is very hard to fly. It's not the speed. It's not the turning rate. It's there's guns in the nose. There's 4 guns in the nose. Top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. If you face away from your enemy, the guns won't shoot. So in order to do full damage, you have to have your nose exactly on the enemy, and you have to be level with the guy. So if he vertically flies up, you have to go up. If he goes down, you have to go down, or you lose half your damage. The armor break on it, same thing. In order to hit him, you have to be level with him, and it's a sweep. So as you hit him, if you're not close enough, you'll do less damage. There's a bunch of like, there's a bunch of ways to make it functional. Give me 1 sec. I'm getting a message. I'll be 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead.
User was moved
Yeah,
to
what's
your
up, Peaches?
channel.
Hey, I was just seeing what's good, man.
Just doing a quick game of Fractured Space with a real friend of mine, and I'm gonna make a snack, and then I'll be good to do like DayZ or something. I've been
Cool.
hankering for some DayZ today.
Well, how long are you going to be? Because if you're going to be, 20, 30 minutes, I'm going to hop on WoW for a little bit.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'll be, because I'm gonna do a quick co-op versus AI. He just started Fractured Space. He just hit level 3.
Oh, cool.
He has no idea how to play, so I'm like coaching him in on
Yeah.
stream, and I'm doing one more game with him because I promised him a couple of games. I'm gonna grab a bite out of the kitchen, just heating up some food, and then I'm good.
Okay, no worries.
I'm already
hop on
loaded
the
up on
AFK
stream and
channel.
everything, so.
Cool, I'm going to hop on the AFK channel. Just go, just poke me when you're done.
Yep.
User left your channel.
Sorry about that. But yeah, from what I've read, the Paladin is the ultimate healing ship, so I've been really considering getting that ship, but I didn't necessarily want to grab a healing roll. My buddy of mine has the Interceptor, and he loves that ship. And him and I have been using a combo, Reaper and Interceptor. The Interceptor does a shit ton of damage, but it doesn't break armor. So I break armor, and he does a shit ton of damage, and we can nuke his ship down pretty effectively.
Right.
He's got other abilities too. Like I got a shield, he's got speed, things like that. We mix and match it a little bit using those abilities, but yeah, for the most part, the Interceptor is a really great ship. But the Reaper, I love it. I think you'd like it too. It is really hard to fly. The shields are also only on the left and the right side, so if you could hit from the top, the bottom, the tail, or the nose, you take full damage. You can upgrade it so that it covers the entire ship, but then it only lasts for 5 seconds instead of 10. Like there's trade-offs that you can get. It really depends on you. Drafting terminated due to a player disconnect. Not enough players. Did you disconnect?
No, that's what I got.
Okay. Maybe there wasn't enough players. I was only seeing 4 on the menu when I loaded it in. There we go. That was quicker. Yep, let's do this.
So we got 2 Reapers.
Yes, we do. So that'll be interesting.
I got
I saw you went to Venturer this time. Very good. I like the Venturer a lot. I love the break armor. I love the fact that if I'm close enough, you can heal me and give me armor. And if you hit, I think it's 2 or 3 maybe, the one that throws out the buoy, the beacon, that thing actually gives me like 25% additional base armor. And if you come into it too, because you want to shoot it ahead of you, you can fly right into it as well. It's directional based on your mouse. It's wherever you point the mouse. That thing is seriously good. Now, that ship doesn't do a shit ton of damage, but it actually does enough considering it has all those really cool abilities. It actually does decent damage. And you don't have any directional restraints. As long as you can land your break armor ability, then it's so powerful. Going right side.
We have the order to move out.
Gotcha.
We got 1. I saw 1 warping so far. Ah, he's cranky.
This one is a lost.
Alright, it's a destroyer, so we need to focus him. He's a tank. There's no weak points on the destroyer, like unlike the Colossus. Best thing we do is just lay damage into him. Might be advantageous actually to kill the prosecutor first for that very reason. Oh, look how quickly he went down. Yup, look how quickly he's going down too as a result. Alright, I'm line of sighting the big guy. I'm gonna swing around his side. Alright, I'm swinging around his side and I'll break his armor in 3, 2, 1. Broken. Hit him. Oh, he's down. Nice job. Very nice job. You see that prosecutor out there? Instead of grabbing the node, let's just beeline him and take him apart. You and I.
Time to upgrade this crate. The
So
enemy
much
are
time.
attempting to take an allied forward station.
His armor's done, his mine as well. He's gonna go down fast.
So, hit them. We pierce the armor. Hit them.
Yep. He's done. I'm going straight for the node. The last one.
I've lost the scanner feed. Ready.
I'm gonna try to line of sight this tank.
Bombers inbound. The enemy have captured a forward station. Jump restrictions breached.
I'm more stone on the right side.
Yep.
Our base
I'm
is
capping the
under
node. I gotta use some repairs. And he's not chasing me anymore, so be careful. But the predator is on me, or prosecutor, whatever it is called. Same thing, really, I guess.
levels have been disrupted. The enemy are attacking. Reporting critical damage on all systems.
Alright, my shields are up, but I can really potentially use some help over here if you get over here to hit him. My shields are gonna go down in a few seconds. Oh yeah. Island sighted him.
We're running blind. Enemy jamming, I think.
Nice, he went down and I'm alive. Oh, another one just came in. Now I'm boned. Yeah, this guy's gonna kill me. There it is. That's alright though, we took out a lot. Like, we really crippled them. They actually pushed into our base. I'm glad we had somebody go back there and defend it. I'm only gonna go left side because we need someone to cap those nodes. These guys are just letting those nodes go uncapped, which is not good.
Avoid combat during jump prep.
The fleet are attempting to secure a station. The enemy's hit a fleet ship.
I'm down.
Commencing capture.
I would say go alpha, so go to the right side and see if you can hold them. I gotta cap these nodes.
Confirmation. They killed one of ours.
Yeah, right side needs help.
We have secured enemy access to home base. They're jamming us. The squadron's away. We have unlocked jump access to the enemy base.
We got jump access from beta side, but I'm gonna continue to cap these nodes. We might have to play a longer game here. Be smart about it. Take these mines first.
Confirm RTB. Information.
Don't get
package.
into alpha.
Confirm RTB.
Just hold it as best you can. They're gonna have to come back and
Yeah, I don't
defend.
I don't have a jump access anymore.
The enemy are attempting to take an allied forward station.
We're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back to this.
Probably.
Scanner feed.
Probably.
The enemy have captured a forward station. Jump restrictions breached.
I'm heading back home just in case.
Hit them! Hit them! The enemy have breached the home base.
Yep,
Yep,
there they
there
are.
it is.
Let's get them.
On my way.
I'm already there and I'm hitting them. I don't have shields. I use it to warp here quickly.
Adjacent gamma online in 60 seconds.
I'm probably gonna go down, but I'm gonna take this ship as best as I can with me. Yep. You gotta go in there and do something, dude. I'm down.
12.
Nice. As long as you're in the bubble and it's 1-to-1, they can't cap. They have to be 2-to-1 to cap.
I got him.
I'm gonna be heading to Gamma as soon as I can. Get some repairs, and then I would say come join me.
Online in 10 seconds. Gamma 1 online.
Alright, I'm in Gamma.
Heading to Gamma.
Yeah, we're easily capping Gamma. I'm gonna move over to Alpha right after this.
We have taken Gamma 1.
I don't know how effectively we're gonna hold the enemy base, so I'm gonna move Gamma and cap that so we level up. Because we're nearly level 6 and I don't want to fall behind. I don't think they're gonna be able to take the enemy base from where they are right now. There's like 5 at the enemy base and only 3 of our guys. They're not. I don't think they're gonna do anything all that effective. I'm gonna grab this and push to the forward node. You mind grabbing the other mine?
Command
Say what?
confirmed. We're a ship down.
I'm gonna grab this node. I'm gonna go to the forward node, the one that allows us to jump to their base. Do you mind grabbing the other mine?
Yeah, I
The
got
part
it.
on the left. Thank you. That way we can grab both real quick. Yeah, they're busy still fighting at their base. They'll be here soon, but we have a few seconds to actually get a head start. Alright, I'm basically capping it now.
I want this station under our control. Looks like I'm gonna have to win this myself.
Alright, it's capped. If you got a chance to get the upgrade, take it, and then let's go to the we can go to the enemy base and keep pressure on them, actually. There's nothing else for us to really do. We might as well do that. Just grab your upgrade and let's go. Yeah, see, a couple of them went to beta. Now's the perfect time to go. I'm going to attack these turrets. Second set of turrets down. I'm going to the third set. Could you grab the first one? This will give us less damage taken when we're kiting these guys. Second one's down. I'm gonna try to go for the rear one if I can. I'm currently line of sighting their ship, so I should be able to get away with it. We're not capping. There's not enough people here, but let's keep trying. Alright, all the turrets are down on this side. I'm gonna try to defend our guys that are getting chased. This guy's armor's broken. This guy's destroyed. We're starting to cap it. See if you can stay inside the bubble alive. Looking good. Yeah, I think we're winning this. Just stay out of line of sight of the enemy and we'll just keep capping it as long as we don't die. I'm heading over towards you to help you out with that ship you're on. Firing missiles now. Nice, he's down. There's a ship behind you called the Persecutor. See if you can target him. He's got a very weak hull. We should be able to take him down fairly quickly.
He's on one.
His armor's down.
Energy systems now working below expectations.
Oh yeah, he's done. We're win. That's it. We got it.
Secure.
Nice job. Good teamwork, man. Very nice. Alright, I'm gonna pause the stream. Thanks everybody for joining and watching. I'll be back in a little while to do some DayZ and stuff. I just gotta get some food real quick.
Alright.